But what I wanted to say this morning was, on these drugs and things, my son was given Ritalin when he was in the 2nd grade.
Yes.
And I only found that he's 53 now, and he's out there on drugs or something somewhere. I found him about after 5.5 years, but he didn't want to have anything to do with anybody, so that was about 5 minutes. So in 8 years, I haven't seen him, but about that 5 minutes. But I found out in just the past year that it's a known fact that the kids that were put on Ritalin, they became drug addicts, alcoholics, or both. So if there's parents out there have their kids on Ritalin, please get it off. There are some natural things that you can get.
Yes.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I agree with you. And let me say this, as I was sharing my testimony about the doctor putting me on some things for what he said was my nerves. You know, I thank God, and I've said this to people, that except for the grace of God and the Holy Spirit dealing with me, I could be a prescription drug addict today.
That's right.
And that was over 40 years ago. So I give the praise to God and thank Him for that. But to the gentleman that called just before, we deal with this a lot, where people that's on certain medications do see into the spirit world. So there's some things about some of these medications it's very dangerous, very dangerous. And I deal with it. I deal with it and answer the questions and tell them and give them advice. And they'll say, we're hearing things and we're seeing things. And I'll say, well, what kind of medication you're on? And they'll tell me. And I say, well, there's one thing you got to do. If you cannot do without the medication, you're going to have to get used to the demons. But you don't listen to them. You don't listen to them because they want to destroy you. And I don't recommend them, but I tell them, I'm not a medical doctor and I cannot tell you to get off of this, but I'm telling you that what you're dealing with is the medication that's causing this.
That's right.